Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
स्क्रीन थोड़ी छोटी दिखती है लेकिन मस्त है। यहाँ पर आवाज आ रहा है कि नहीं पता नहीं। कम कर लेता हूँ नहीं तो भाई बहुत ज़्यादा हो जाता है वो। अगर इसको मार के चले जाते हैं भाई टेक्निक कर।
Wind strike.
Be sanctified.
नया कुछ बचा है क्या हमारा? नहीं बचा। ओ हाँ, मैंने कल ये किए थे रिडीम कोड्स। रिडीम कोड्स रिडीम कोड मोरा मुझे दे दो। रुको, इस पे था यार वो होयो लैब पे किसी ने पोस्ट किया था ब्रो। अब वो पोस्ट ढूंढना पड़ेगा रीडिंग कोड वाला। मैं रात को सोते वक्त कर दिया था उधर से ही कर दिया था। थोड़ा भी नहीं था कि वो थोड़ी देर में ये होने के बाद मैं कर दूंगा, पोस्ट कर दूंगा। बॉसेस को मारना है क्योंकि हमें डेवलप करनी पूरी के लिए चाहिए हमें रिम सॉल्वेंट। हमने तो एक बनना चाहिए। एक और चाहिए, इसके लिए हमें काम करना पड़ेगा। वो जो दूसरा वाला वो वाला हमने तो ये कर दिया, उड़ा दिया। ये फार्म करके भी कोई फायदा नहीं है फिर। अगले बॉस को मारते थे।
Every journey has its final day.
Oh, at least you know. स्क्रीन पे आवाज आ रहा है क्या? अरे कोई ना, तुम तो इसमें हो, तो बिजी में हो, इसलिए बोला स्क्रीन पे आ रही है क्या। ऐसे मारते देखना बस इस बार, बढ़िया ही बना देते हैं भाई। मैं लुढ़क जाता है कि क्या हुआ भाई, क्या हुआ भाई तेरे को, लुढ़कने क्यों वाला था।
Afraid? Or do you not even have the courage to be afraid?
I will have order.
Is it my turn now?
Time to shine!
Now that's more like it.
The tides beckon.
With the fall of darkness, destruction shall rise.
Bow your head.
Have a taste of purgatory.
Risk is growing, but it poses no threat
Who's
to me.
next?
बेचारा भाई।
Spare your energy.
Solidify.
Running is of little use. Closer now.
Settle down. I see the temperate waters of eons past.
और उससे इसमें मार दिया थी इलेक्ट्रिक से।
Like a fly tangled in a
बिना तो
web.
कैरी करना पड़ेगा।
Stabilize.
With these rising flames.
ये ले।
Is it my turn now?
थोड़ा जिम भी कर देना।
Gather.
The show begins!
Have a taste of purgatory. Not bad. You've proven to be a worthy opponent after all.
तो उधर भागती रहती।
Is it my turn now? Not bad. You've proven to be a worthy opponent after all.
Solidify.
बिना न्यू विलेज की भाई टीम एकदम अच्छी वाली कचना टीम हो जाती है। एनिमेशन क्या कर रहा है, इसको कोई नहीं बीट कर सकता। देख रहे हो? फिर हमें देते वक्त किसने इसके पंख काट दिए वो, एक ही पंख दिया है बस।
Kindness has been seared away. My blade is all that remains.
मारते रहो, बिना के सकते हो।
Silence.
आ गया ना अब।
Let's see how strong your resolve truly is.
Time to go. You shouldn't see me like
Who's next?
वो क्या रहा है,
The sun
कब
and
से
moon
उसका
have
अल्ट
set.
दबा रहा हूँ।
Only ruin remains. Struggle in vain.
Time to shine!
लॉल गाइस।
Wind strike.
bow your head. An oversight on my part.
Sundown is only the beginning.
Let the mighty be humbled.
Your punishment made manifest.
जोंगली बाबा तो फील्ड में ही मर गए भाई। नो कमेंट्स। अरे समन तो भाई तुम तो स्ट्रीम को भाई टाइटल देख के बंदे देख रहे भाग जाएंगे। अरे हाँ वो ऐसे ही एक किया था क्योंकि उनका आज स्टेज भी करना है ना, फिर ये कर देते हैं, चेंज कर देते हैं। ठीक है तो बोल रहा है ना तो चेंज कर देते हैं। क्यों सामान तो भाई क्या सीन पहचाना भाई मैंने आपको करना लो। पता नहीं ये कैसा है बस डाल दिया तो लगाओ। मैं भी कुछ अच्छा हो। अरे देवर जी वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम ब्रो, कैसे हो आप? स्वागत तो करो हमारा। अरे भाई एकदम ढंग से करेंगे भाई स्वागत आपका। बताओ कैसे हो आप? आप जी का स्वागत करो। हाँ भाई वो तो करना ही भाई, हमारे स्पेशल गेस्ट है। क्या हाल भाई? अरे मैं तो बढ़िया bro, आप बताओ। प्रदीप भाई कहाँ गए? अरे वो ये देख रहा था थोड़ा चेंज कर रहा था। बढ़िया आप बताओ। काफी मेरी भी बढ़िया। तो बस ये फार्म कर रहा हूँ अभी के लिए। सिलोनेन करनी है भाई, एटलीस्ट C0 तो लेनी है हमें। इसके लिए भाई इससे पहले स्क्रीन के टाइम तो छोड़ दे सब देखना। अरे नहीं देख रहा भाई। अरे बस ये कर रहा हूँ, इसका टाइटल चेंज कर रहा था स्क्रीन का, थोड़ा वो खतरनाक वाला था इसलिए। ये वांडो को तो बस रीजन चाहिए भाई किसी बात पे झगड़ा करने के लिए। हमें भी तो क्या देख रहा ये वजह कि भाई देख रहे हो।
You're trembling. Is it the cold or just cowardice?
ये मरने वाले हैं भाई सब, बता रहा हूँ। मर गया
Let my name echo in song.
As one with wind and cloud.
वो तो है इसका
Stabilize.
आइए उड़ दिया नाइस लेट्स गो मैन स्ट्रीम पे हूँ प्रदीप भाई वो थंबनेल बना रहा हूँ थोड़ा हाँ हाँ चलेगा ब्रो कोई दिक्कत नहीं आप बनाओ मस्त का ओके अरे आपने ज्वाइन किया वही बहुत बड़ी बात है भाई मुझे भी
Gather.
Dance, my pretties.
Settle down. Be sanctified.
इतनी कहाँ चली गई बाय बाय
I never asked for redemption. Never.
अरे आपने बताया ही नहीं था कि स्ट्रीम करते हो वरना करते जाओ हाँ अरे वो करता था बस मैं 2 महीने के लिए गायब था भाई इधर से इसलिए मैं नहीं बता पाया वो नाइस स्ट्रीम चालू है ये काफी इम्पोर्टेंट है कि हमें नहीं मिलता ये तो भाई कभी अच्छे मिले मेरे को याद ही नहीं मोल्टन मूवमेंट तो आप कितने बजे करने वाले हो आज करने वाले हो लास्ट वाला इसको मारते 11 पे ओके सही है कितने बजे करते हो आप अरे मेरा कुछ टाइम ये नहीं है कभी घर वालों पे डिपेंड है भाई घर पे 3 हो सकता है थोड़ा फिक्स करो फिर बंदे लेके आते हैं ठीक है कोई दिक्कत नहीं स्टार्टिंग में बूस्ट चाहिए होता है और अपने भी अच्छे फ्रेंड है ना एक दूसरे को बस सपोर्ट करो सब लोग आगे बढ़ेंगे भाई एक
This
साथ
opportunity is quite hard to come by. Well then, amuse me. Surrender is a valid option. I promise I'll be gentle.
Bow your head.
You've made some progress. Not bad. You've got a trick or
से
two.
मारा जा रहा है
The tides beckon.
हाँ वही चीज है सपोर्ट ही चाहिए बस अब स्टार्टिंग में तो बहुत चाहिए बस
Your strength is praiseworthy. I too shall use all of mine.
भाग लिया चल भाई 2 मिनट का है तो
Strike a pose.
Careless. Solidify.
Time to shine. Shower me with praise.
आजा भाई
Settle down.
भागता ही फिरेगा तो मैं मारूंगा तो भाई कभी कभी ये करेगा देखो बस वो चाहिए वो नहीं मिल रहा ग्रीन सॉल्वेंट की कमी है भाई जैसे कि ग्रीन सॉल्वेंट दिला दो भाई वॉन्डर ये नहीं है अपने पर मतलब के लिए बहुत सारा है लेकिन बस ग्रीन सॉल्वेंट ही नहीं ये रुकी हुई है अपनी ग्रीन सॉल्वेंट लगा भी दूंगा तब इसका जो दूसरा मैट आता है ना जो कन्वर्ट करने के लिए लगता है वो नहीं है तब तक हम इसे ये करेंगे जब होती है तो कल इसको काम करना पड़ेगा ये वाले को बस वाइट कमी है बस क्यों बनते हो वो तो तुमको यूं ही मिल जाएगी टोपी पे ही किसी को ये कर लो
Add astro. Thank you for.
ये हो गया करते हैं वो ये बाकी का ये उड़ा देते हैं आज अच्छा आर्टिफैक्ट मिलेगा 2 ही बार है अपने को मतलब आप कर सकते हो उसे 5 बार अपने बस ये भी तो है अंडो ये पता है कि तुम्हें मतलब किसी को पता है कौन से 4 स्टार्स आने वाले हैं अगले मैच में इसके साथ शियान्यून के साथ फारुजान आने वाली है क्या उधर
Wind strike.
Bow your head. Be sanctified.
पता नहीं
Clouds high. The birds call.
फारुजान आएगी तो मजा आएगा
Let the world collide.
इसलिए ट्राई कर
Settle down.
तो एमसी छोड़ दिया अब कामिंग सीरीज और एक वो था यार इंसान मेरे को ना खेलना है मैकलेन वाला ओ कामिंग भी अच्छे है रे फेवरेट भी अच्छी चॉइस है ऊपर मैंने अच्छे ये लाए इस बार जोरदार ये देखो भाई ये ऐसी किस्मत हमारी कैसे मिलेंगे आपके घर रुको रुको, उसका ये देखना पड़ेगा, मैं चेक करता हूँ इसके बाद।
Silence! Let the mighty be humbled!
Let my name echo in song!
Fallen leaves, adorn my
Stabilize! Order guide you!
मेरे को एनर्जी आ रही है पीछे से, फिर से वापस चला जाऊं। काला जादू करना पड़ेगा भाई। आर्टिफैक्ट के लिए काला जादू करना ही पड़ेगा। वेट, बाहर जाके करना पड़ता है वो। आयत को बोलो काला जादू का मास्टर है। अरे वो कुछ दिन पहले मुझे बता रहा था, उस पे किसी ने काला जादू किया हुआ।
This realm is truly beginning to thrive. I cannot help but be stirred.
करने पड़ेंगे।
If you ever
और दो यार, इतना आर्टिफैक्ट नहीं होंगे अब। तू फिर से क्लिक भाई। अब क्रिट डैमेज मिलना चाहिए। पता खाना खा के तो
Water
हाँ हाँ
comes in
चलेगा।
many flavors to the discerning palate. Mondstadt's water is crisp and pure, while water from Liyue has an enduring aftertaste.
मेरा जाके
In
तो भाई
Inazuma, the water possesses a depth
क्या
of
problem?
flavor unlike any other. Sumeru's water, meanwhile, has a rich and complex flavor profile, but it must be savored patiently to fully appreciate it.
ये कैसा है भाई? Texans है?
Melusines are beautiful creatures. They are the pride of Fontaine. Be sure to befriend
Portrait नहीं
and cause them no
किया भाई, कर दिया एकदम। आर्टिफैक्ट निकला क्या भाई? अच्छा कोई नहीं निकला। एक भी नहीं है अच्छा।
I see the value in my own work, but I also see the meaning in all the endeavors of the people of Fontaine.
जाके कर दो भाई। हाँ कर
I
दूंगा।
believe I will continue to take pride in fulfilling my duties.
बाद वही करना है उधर। तेरा करके सीधा इधर आ जाता हूँ, मेरा क्वेस्ट करना है खत्म हो। तो कल मैंने क्लोरीन का किया था चालू। राइट बैक दिख रहा है? कैसे आपने स्टार्ट किया क्या? पेस्ट करना वापस तो लिया पेस्ट। ये किसका अकाउंट है? शैडो कौन है भाई ये? तुम हो क्या? मुझे नहीं लगता भाई ये तेरा अकाउंट है कर। लगता ही नहीं है भाई तेरा अकाउंट है कर। ठीक है टीम भी आर्लेशन तो बस पायरो डैमेज पे ही बेस्ड है क्या? ये चाहिए ब्रो। ये नहीं ये तो भूल जाओ। बहुत खतरनाक चीज है। स्टार्ट कर दिया मैंने। रीएडजस्ट करना पड़ेगा उधर। अरे रेजिन तो खत्म है सब। ये कि देख रेजिन कुछ भी नहीं है। किसने उड़ा दिया? कुछ नहीं है रेजिन। ये भी तो अच्छे अच्छे खासे स्टार्स है। 33 स्टार कंडेंस। अरे भाई कंडेंस अच्छे रखे हैं। इसके लिए फार्म करना है तुम्हें बताओ कौन सा डोमेन करना है? कमांडो डोमेन कौन सा रहते हो? अगले को छोड़ दे ठीक है। फिर उसका डोमेन इसका डोमेन उसका इसका जल्दी बता। इसका डोमेन मतलब किसका? इसका फॉर्म कर दो। काला जादू पूरा करके रखा है क्या? स्टार्ट नहीं करना है, जब बताओ उसको पता होना चाहिए। अगले को छोड़ना है, अगले करने के बाद किसको करना, तो अगले का कर दिया होगा। मुझे पता है कंप्लीट देने का क्या 130 ओके सही है। ओह यार भी सही है ना। मैं ऊपर ये भी सही है। अगले का डोमेन करना आर्टिफैक्ट चाहिए क्या तुम्हें अच्छे खासे? अभी इतने अच्छे तो है आर्टिफैक्ट, और क्या काम करेगा तो? फिर भी करना है तो कर सकते हो, ऐसा कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। कर रहा हूँ मैं, हर दिखाई दे। हाँ। मुझे यार बेनी को ये चाहिए स्वॉर्ड, स्काईवर्ड ब्लेड वाला। फिर बेनी अपना परफेक्ट हो जाएगा, सबको मार देगा।
I'm going in. Witness the power of Gua.
As one with wind and cloud.
Rain outlines your fate. Rain cutter.
This is where you fall.
Overruled.
लेकिन मारती है।
One with nature.
मैंने तो स्टैक्स भी नहीं लिए थे।
Clouds high. The birds call.
Going in. Let me weave you a verse.
और भाई आपने बहुत सही है, बहुत अच्छी बिल्ड है। अर्ले को क्या शांत पे पहुंचाएगा क्या?
Laid bare. Let's light it up. No, my sword. Rain cutter. Teamwork is dreamwork.
Fallen leaves adorn my night.
Transfixed, everlasting as the moon. Let me weave you a verse. Everybody stand back.
Wind strike.
का डोमेन तो हो रहा है अच्छे से। अच्छा क्या भाई तेरी किस्मत क्या है भाई, कुछ नहीं मिल रहा भाई।
Into the wind.
Rain outlines your fate. Witness the power of Gugwa. I'm going in!
As one with wind and cloud.
Laid bare. Witness my rise. Rain cutter. Know my sword.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my...
Teamwork is dream.
ये सारी टीम यूज करता हूँ ना तो मैं कंफ्यूज हो रहा हूँ 2 मिनट के लिए। नहीं भाई क्या दे रहे हो, एक तो अच्छा दे दो उसका आर्टिफैक्ट।
Know my sword. Witness the power of Gugwa. I'm going in!
As one with wind and cloud.
Let's light it up! Advance everybody stand! Rain cutter!
One with nature.
Everlasting as the moon!
एनिमेशन कैसा आया था गिरते वक्त का। ओके ER वाला है, ये रख लेता हूँ, किसी भी कैरेक्टर के लिए यूज में आएगा ये ER वाला।
Fallen leaves. Adorn my...
Rain outlines your fate. Let me weave you a verse. Teamwork is dreamwork! Laid bare. This is where you fall. Transfixed. Everybody stand back! Witness the power of Gugwa.
मस्त मार दिया भाई अर्ली। हाँ वेपन निकालना पड़ेगा। मुझे 10 घंटे लगे सोने में, नॉर्मली मेरे को 10 घंटे लगते सोने में। भाई आपके स्ट्रीम पे मुझे नींद क्यों आता पता नहीं तो। क्योंकि मैं लेट स्टार्ट करता हूँ मैं भी इसी कारण। ये भी उड़ा देता है ठीक है। तो 4 बजे उठता है ना या फिर किसी और काम से उठ जाता है फिर रात के, ऐसा भी है क्या कुछ?
Clouds high. The birds call.
Let me weave you a verse. Know my sword. Everlasting as the moon. Overruled.
Wind strike.
Everybody stand back.
ये नहीं है रेडी।
Rain cutter.
ले लो भाई। खत्म। स्किप। चल हो गया भाई तेरा पांडो। यार काला जादू करते, मैं नहीं करता भाई, मेरा एक दोस्त है आयुध नाम का, वो करता है भाई सिगरेट। हाँ भाई ब्लैक म्यूजिशियन, ज्यादा मत बोल तेरे पे कर दूंगा, ठीक है? फिर मत बोलना मेरे पे क्योंकि कर तू क्या? ये उड़ा दूं क्या? लगने वाले है भाई तेरे को। लेवल अप करो जल्दी से टैलेंट्स, ये वो छोड़ के ये कर रहे हो। देख रहे हो ये काला जादू, हाथ में काला जादू पकड़ा हुआ है इसमें। चलो भाई खत्म आपका ये करने का, बंद करने का आर्टिफैक्ट्स एक्स्ट्रा वाले। और उसमें स्कैम बॉक्स में बहुत सारे हैं, इसमें बहुत अच्छे मिलेंगे आर्टिफैक्ट। किसको फार्म करने हैं वो भी बता दो। हाँ रहने दो, ओके ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है। स्कैम बॉक्स वो स्कैम हो जाता ना फिर 2025 में। घूम के आता और ऐसे मौत को छू के टक से वापस आ जाता हूँ। अभी नो नीड, ठीक है ब्रो, आधा हिंदी झाड़ लो आधा इंग्लिश झाड़ लो। तो जरूरत क्या थी भाई, आंखों में एक बुंदवा दिया भाई।
Something you wish to report? Go on. You have my undivided attention.
कल मैं ये करता हूँ ठीक है, ये शौकीन भी ट्राई करना है तो इसका वीडियो भी ये कर लेता हूँ उसी में। आते हैं लेकिन कोई जरूरत तो नहीं है वैसे। देता हूँ तो भाई तेरी ये कर। स्टार्ट कर दिया। अफन किधर चला गया रे? अफन को बोला 1 के साथ ये इसका देखो भाई 99% का लटका है भाई 1% मिल नहीं रहा Arise रीजन ही फार्म कर लेते हैं फिर इसके बाद
Looks like everyone's here. Now, before we begin, why don't we finish where we left off yesterday? There was an important decision to be made, yes? I'll pour everyone a cup of tea.
Is that really the most important part, though, Clorand? Paimon's more concerned about our current surround heavy walls, cold railings, dim lights. This is obviously supposed to be a prison.
I admire the work put into the set.
इनके भाई जो मतलब एनिमेशंस बनाए हैं ना भाई
the scriptwriter has never paid a visit to the fortress
2020
of
में इस
Merida.
गेम में फाड़ के रख दिए भाई सबकी
So the set is going to be a part of the script?
Unfortunately, that is something I can neither confirm nor deny.
इनके भी पास में ये ऐसे अभी भी
Anyone think Clorand's smile is starting to look kinda scary?
Well, whatever happens, we'll just have to push on. But first, we should really figure
कब
out
आ
what
रहे
to
हो
do
भाई
with this treasure.
लोग तो कब आ रहा है ये बताओ
If we're
पहले
worried about arousing suspicion because of our identity, why don't we give ourselves...
Yeah, it might be better to keep a low profile. As long
तेरे को
as we're
मालूम भी है
helping people,
कितने लोगों
it
को
doesn't
बैन
matter
दे दिया है
who we
भाई
are or what we're called.
Staring at me won't get you anywhere. Or did you want...
Oh, Paimon's good. Thanks. Why aren't you saying anything, Navia? Wait.
ये देख ये नीचे वाला भी उसी में से एक है बैन वाला पर्सन
Oh, this is the short sword Clorand mentioned last night. I found it.
Huh. I'm surprised
Good
you
night,
managed to
Boya.
track it
अरे
down
भाई
after all this time.
क्या ही बताया भाई शादी कर दी क्या किसी ने देखी 28 को आ जाऊंगा ठीक है ब्रो ठीक है गुड नाइट
Well, I made sure to take good care
फिर
of
से
it.
सोना आंखें बंद करके
Considering the... Anyway, where were we? Oh, right. I was just thinking about...
Wait, we haven't been thrown into prison yet, have we?
Well, it's only a matter of time. It pays to be prepared. Just like how you should always have an umbrella on hand, even when it's sunny.
All right, Paimon's made up her mind. Let's just give the treasure away. Paimon may have wanted to keep it, but if it's going to land us in prison somehow, Paimon will be too upset to enjoy her snacks.
Now someone cares more about snacks than they.
So, you've reached an agreement? All right then. We can continue with the story.
Oh, and we'll collect all the scattered pieces of treasure on the ground as well.
All right. You collect the treasure and make your way back to the capital with your bag of loot in hand. The city is still shrouded in a gloomy, oppressive atmosphere, but your spirits are surprisingly high. In places where sunlight struggles to reach, you generously share your wealth with the children, the elderly, and the poor in urgent need of help.
Thank you, kind soul.
The elderly woman's look of gratitude follows you as you walk away, her eyes never leaving your back until you move entirely out of sight. However,
She's probably trying to tell us to speed this up. We need to hurry up so we can address the sorcerer problem.
Should we go find that man again at the square? He seemed like a pretty...
Oh, good idea.
just as you start to make way to the square, intent on finding the man again, there's a voice. Please wait, distinguished guests. Several strange guards suddenly call out to you. They run forward to meet you and proceed to politely pay their respects.
Greetings, gentlemen. Are we being invited for afternoon tea?
Surely you jest, my lady. That would not be our place. It is His Excellency the King who requests to meet with you. Please come with us.
Well, we have to invest. I say we go for it. If something happens, we'll just turn the whole place upside down.
That sounds a little intense.
After a quick discussion, you nod to the guards and agree to follow. They lead you all the way to the audience. Gilded tables line both sides of the hall. The space itself is adorned with all manner of expensive antiques, glass shelves, and silver candlesticks. The items appear quite ordinary in size and dimension, yet their presence somehow makes the emptiness of the hall feel even more surreal and ominous.
Wow, it's so luxurious.
The elderly king, clad in a magnificent robe, sits upon the deep crimson throne before you. He wears above his head a majestic crown, with a gemstone the size of a bird's egg set right at the very front. As you observe
इससे भी
it,
quest नहीं
you
लगता
see
भाई
a
किसी गेम
complex
में घुस के
pattern
ये
of
लोग
light
ऐसा
reflect
लगता है
off its surface. There, a man dressed in dark clothes, likely a
इनको
minister,
roles भी है बस
shields his mouth with his. After a moment, he lowers his hands and stands back up. His gaze shifts to fixate on your group.
The king does not appear entirely aware of his surroundings. The man by his side, though. We should keep a close eye on him.
The king remains still and says nothing. The minister is the one who speaks. Esteemed guests, allow me to thank you for coming to our faraway kingdom. Unfortunately, His Majesty the King finds himself quite exhausted from work. So please allow me, I've heard tell that your group, the MHz Hunters, used your exceptional ability with the sword to repel the monsters near the capital. Such a great deed deserves to be rewarded. However, seeing that I was not fortunate enough to observe such a feat with my own eyes, you'll forgive me for seeking to verify the truth by speaking to you myself.
Well, we've got nothing to hide. You brought us here to talk, right? So we'll just explain what happened. The golem's blades were so powerful, they could cut down trees in a single swipe. It took a lot of effort to defeat them, even for trained swordsmen like us. Well, that was enough details, right? Believe us now?
Your account does indeed match those of the survivors. Since you were the ones who defeated the monsters, that must mean you are also in possession of the treasure they stole.
Well, we did take the treasure, but...
How did he know about the treasure?
Then I must ask that you return it at once. It belongs to the king.
Wait, but didn't you just say that our great deed deserved a reward? Shouldn't the treasure be considered a part of that?
Yes, that was indeed what I said. But you seem to have forgotten only that which is freely given by the king can be considered a reward. Taking the rightful wealth of a kingdom without said permission, on the other hand, is a crime.
But that's completely unreasonable.
Yeah, that makes no sense! If it weren't for us, the treasure would still...
Maybe so, yet the fact remains. You tried to dispose of the treasure without reporting it to the court and without receiving permission, yes?
What?
No answer? Surely you're not insinuating that you, a group of legendary MHz hunters, sought to take the treasure for yourselves?
Well, what about the king? Is he just gonna let this guy talk for him the whole time?
Clad in his magnificent robe, the king remains seated, with his hands resting on either side of the throne. His posture is rigid and unmoving. He stares forward with an empty look in his eyes, completely unmoved by the events before him.
From the look of things, could the Prime Minister be the evil sorcerer? Or could both the king and the Prime Minister have fallen under the evil sorcerer's control? I would like to observe the number of guards stationed in the hall.
The guards in the palace appear fully armed, their expressions solemn. Sensing the tense atmosphere in the room, they stand at the ready, each with a hand placed upon the hilt of their sword, as if prepared to draw their weapons and surround you at a moment's notice.
Well, there goes my plan to turn the whole place upside down, I guess.
It appears we've been visited by nothing more than a group of ill-intentioned imposters. Before I decide your fate, however, I must first determine whether you have...
Can't we try to slip away? Or maybe start some kind of riot?
But if we try to fight the guards, or don't worry. At least we figured out who's behind all this. Let's just play it by ear. If you're scared, Paimon, just hold my hand.
Thanks, you guys.
You allow yourself to be led away by guards surrounding you on both sides. It's only when you begin to feel drops of water falling from the dungeon ceiling and smell the stench of death and decay all around you that you finally realize you've stepped into a completely different world. Stay here, and don't try anything funny. The guards lock the cell door and leave without looking back.
Wait, sir!
Your voice echoes through the dark hall, but the only response you receive is the sound of water dripping from...
No! What should we do now?
Carve out a new path of fate with our own two hands, of course.
You reach toward your waist, but find nothing.
What about that...
When did you hide it in there?
When I was thinking about digging a tunnel.
Rejected. You failed to inform the GM of this course of action. Moreover, the guards would have conducted a thorough search before throwing you in prison.
And the keys to the cell aren't anywhere to be seen?
Correct. You don't even feel a lock hole on the cell door.
Oh, well, there goes all our plans.
Indeed.
Huh? Why are you the one saying indeed?
Because that statement holds true for me as well. This is where the script ends.
What? But that's a terrible ending!
Generally speaking, this should be the point where the scriptwriter gives the players some kind of hint. Or gives the GM some kind...
I mean, maybe they just really wanted us to be immersed in the feeling of being in prison? Like, they'll only show us the way out once we've grown truly and utterly...
That is a...
If only there were desserts and tea in real prison. Oh, wait, guess it's kind of how the Fortress of Meripede works if you're lucky.
Oh, before I forget, Navia, the short sword you had with you earlier. I took a closer look, and the craftsmanship doesn't appear to resemble anything from this era.
Wait, Cloran said that sword used to belong to her master, right? Does that mean her master has been alive that long?
I doubt it. The way she went about things often made her seem childish more than anything. I'd say the sword was most likely an heirloom passed down over...
Hang on. A precious heirloom passed down to you by your master.
Master left many things to me when she disappeared. There was the sword, an old key, and a good amount of junk she probably just didn't want to take with her. I gave you the sword back then, because I didn't want our friendship to end.
Wait, when did this happen exactly?
After the duel.
Before that, Clorand would have meals with us and even stay over at the Spina some days. She was on great terms with Papa as well. After the duel, though, there was a period of time where we simply didn't know how to face each other. She entrusted this sword to me. We were both sad and conflicted. And totally, whenever I looked at this sword, I couldn't help but wonder if Miss Petronia had never introduced us to each other at that picnic. Maybe part of the sadness I was feeling could have been of back then. It felt like I hadn't just lost a father, but a close friend as well.
No one can change the past. The most important thing is that you two found your way back.
Yep, you're right.
I'm sorry, you two. I didn't mean to bring up any...
Think nothing of it. No one here is at fault.
Ah, looks like the next part of our script.
Perfect timing. The situation was really...
From Claren's face.
Water continues to drip from the ceiling. In this lightless dungeon, you lack a reliable way to tell how much time has passed. Eventually, Suddenly, you hear footsteps.
Heads up, everyone. Someone's coming.
Gather close, everyone, and keep your voice down.
Who are you?
I work as a guard in these dungeons, but my...
Huh?
Shh. I've already...
I understand, but how can we be sure?
The king has issued a formal decree.
Executed? We barely...
Monsters appearing at the same location as the treasure. Could this entire thing have been a trap?
There will be time for speculation once we're out of here. Infiltrating the capital was difficult, and finding a chance to speak with you has taken a lot out of me.
Have you seen our weapons anywhere, sir?
Don't worry, I brought them with me. They're just behind the door. His faction is too powerful. The guards are all under his to defeat him. You must find a secret vault. It is said that within that vault, the Marechaussee hunters of the past left behind a treasure with the power to defeat the sorcerer.
You're not coming with us?
No, I'll remain in the dungeons to deal with the guards. I'll try my best to distract them so they don't go after you. As long as my identity is not revealed, I'll be able to aid you in the final...
In that case, please...
Thank you for your concern. I will do my up. As for the location of the vault, here, this map should lead you there.
Got it.
All right, once I open the door, remember to stick close and refrain from making any noise. I'll lead you out of here as quickly as possible. You now have the chance to restore the honor and legacy of the Marechaussee hunters. So please, get out there and reclaim what's ours. And be sure to exercise caution.
With the help of the guard, you successfully escape the dungeons.
Wait, we didn't get to use our skills at all while we were in prison. Who knows when we're gonna get the chance to use that cool summon spell?
That is a pity, but we can only continue to move forward.
Be sanctified. Bow your head.
This should be the place marked on the map.
This bit of rock certainly looks suspicious.
Well, I'd say an investigation's in order then.
Wow, you really meant that!
Before you lies a serene stretch of open water, its surface shimmering a brilliant shade of sapphire blue.
Well, guess this means it's time for a swim!
What's the matter?
It's... As you step into the cave, you find yourself in an eerily quiet space. Before you lies a narrow passageway that appears...
Wow, this was...
But this door is blocking our way in. It almost looks like it's been here for quite some time. I've got to hand it to the tabletop troupe. They really went all out with the props.
Huh. What have we got down here? A kind of
A pattern on a stone door. That's something Master meant.
is something wrong?
After a long, difficult journey, you finally arrive at the location indicated by your map. It appears to be an ancient site of some sort. Your surroundings are exceedingly quiet and serene, as if the secret that slumbers here has never once been disturbed. If you listen closely, you can almost convince yourself you can hear.
That description makes Paimon feel kinda bad for disturbing this place.
We're doing this for the sake of the people, to free them from the evil sorcerer. I say it's time for this treasure to once again see the light of day.
Linny's right. We need to keep going. The future of the kingdom depends on it. The next part of the story requires us to solve the puzzle, right?
Yes, that should... Something feels off about all this. Guess I'll just have to improvise.
I found something!
Found something here, too.
Same here! It worked!
Something just appeared. Some kind of new mechanism, maybe?
By solving the puzzles, you prove yourselves worthy of inheriting the secrets of the past. At the end of each puzzle, you're rewarded with
With?
a key.
Oh, it must be the key to the big door.
Huh? This is one of the Marechaussee Hunter keys that are passed down from generation to generation. It looks just like the one Master passed down to me. It is said that 4 keys in total are required to form the final, complete key. And it seems like we just collected 3 of them. That... You hear a few strange noises. Suddenly, all the torches in the ruin go out at once.
Huh? What's going on? Did we fall into...
For the sake of immersion,
But Paimon can still see a little bit over here. Oh, right. Sorry.
Suddenly,
There's someone else...
Wait, that voice, it's...
you recognize the voice as belonging to the guard who led you to this place. It appears he now covets the treasure for himself, and has come to stake his claim.
Oh, so this is just part of the script. Well, if we can...
Judging by the way he's holding his sword, he must be a real Marechaussee Hunter. But this isn't part of the script.
Retreat! That's not the Hunter way. If it's dark for us, then it's
It's dark for him. We choose to fight.
Your choice is noted. Please keep your eyes closed until I tell you the torches have been relit.
You got it.
Well then, let us begin.
Oh, chlorine day है भाई.
I'd like to try to hit him with my sword.
Your strike is successful.
Is he still standing? Goodness, he sure has a lot.
Is it over? Can we open our eyes now?
The enemy is strong and relentless, but the battle is nearing its end. The torches have not been relit.
What about now?
Final strike. Ha!
Oh boy.
Well, did we get him?
It's not sunset.
Glorian?
Warm fire flickers across the walls once more. Your vision is now clear. In an impressive display of courage, the four of you successfully defeat the uninvited guest. That look in his eyes. It's like he became an entirely different person as soon as I
Huh? Mr. Florian? Oh, wait. We're supposed to be role-playing. I should stay in character. Speak your name, guard. Why did you lead us here just to betray us? Is this treasure really more important to you than bringing peace to the kingdom?
What kingdom? What peace? Those were nothing but lies. I, Florian, am a true Marechaussee hunter, descended from hunters of ages past.
So he's also using his real name. Or, wait, was that the name of his character from the very beginning?
Then I'm even more confused. If you truly are a Marechaussee hunter, shouldn't you want to help us just like you said before? Shouldn't we fight together for the sake of the people?
What do you know? In this day and age, there's no glory to be had as a Marechaussee hunter.
What's that supposed to mean?
My skills were passed down to me by my father. We
He
lived
lived
a life
not
of
to
obscurity
obscurity.
in the remote wilderness. Still, he devoted everything he had to being a Marechaussee hunter. And what did he get in return? A life of poverty and pain. In a world that forgot all about him. When he died, not a single person came to mourn his passing. The Marechaussee hunters were the ones who saved this city. We're heroes. We deserved more recognition and respect than this.
Is he talking about how no one in the capital seems to remember the hunters and their legacy? I didn't expect this.
So that's why you want to take the treasure for yourself? You feel like you're owed fame and wealth?
If you already knew where the treasure was located, why didn't you just come down here and take it?
Because I...
Only a true
True
Marechaussee
Marechaussee
hunter is
hunter
capable of
capable
passing through this final door.
As someone who sought to hurt others for his own gain, Florian lost that right long ago.
Okay, but what is this treasure anyway? We've got all the keys, right? So can we just go in and take a look?
You're sure you want to go in?
We've been talking about it for so long. Of course we want.
And we've already defeated Florian, right? So he won't try to take it from us anymore.
Watch yourself.
Then let's open the door together.
All right.
पानी पाइए मतलब.
Before you, you hear the shrill wail of the door
Yeah.
as it rotates for the first time after years of disuse.
It's open! Come on, let's go in! Paimon wants to see what's inside!
Ooh, me too!
Ugh, uncovering hidden treasure is the most exciting part of adventuring. What do we have here?
A stone tablet? And some shabby weapons?
You call this a treasure vault? Looks more like an abandoned warehouse.
Maybe the troop ran out of budget at the end?
They provided a super immersive experience at the beginning only to drop the ball at the most important part? They could have at least filled this place with cardboard Mora or something.
Wait, I get it now. Paimon This is the real Marashose Hunter treasure.
This is it? The Marashose Hunter treasure is just a stone slab and some broken swords? I can't believe it. I refuse to believe it!
Whoa, are you okay?
The Marashose hunter before you appears to suffer a serious mental breakdown. He needs to leave the room for a moment to collect himself. One of you seems to understand the significance of the treasure already. If the rest of you wish to follow suit, you may remain here in the meantime and explore your surroundings. So, how are you doing? Feeling any better?
What just happened?
Do you remember how you got here? Or what happened to your body just now?
I remember now. I brought you here because I wanted to... The explosives in the cave!
You mean these?
Huh? How did you...
I could tell something was off the moment I stepped into this cave, so I kept an eye out. I've already dismantled the whole thing.
So the strongest champion duelist in all of Fontaine saved the day once again. Guess I shouldn't be surprised.
I deserve some answers, don't you think? Everything you said earlier sounded like the truth. Luckily, your monologue was dramatic enough to convince my friends you were just role-playing.
I don't know. I just always felt like there was something in my heart that didn't belong to me. Something agitated and angry. Who knows? Maybe it was my own anger all along. I could never really tell. The feelings about my father and the other Marashose hunters are real. It just wasn't fair. I was angry, bitter that no one remembered them. I don't know when it started, but at some point, my anger...
But if the treasure was all you cared about, why plant all those explosives? Wouldn't they just destroy the treasure and bury you along with it?
I can't remember. My head is a mess. It
Stating you
felt
to
like
eliminate the hunters
there
first.
was this voice telling me to eliminate the hunters.
तो ये
but
तो भाई
now it's
सोलो लेवलिंग जैसा सीन हो गया.
From your description, I suspect you were dealing with a devorator.
तुम जाओ क्या सोने? हाँ हाँ हाँ
Devorator?
ठीक है bro. जाओ जाओ. Good night.
Your master, your father, I mean.
Have a
never
nice
talked
dream,
about
bro.
it? It was a kind of monster that...
No, I've heard of it. I'm just not sure why you suddenly... Wait, it can't be. The seal!
The seal?
My
सो जाओ
family
आराम से
has
सो
served
जाओ.
as Marashose hunters for
मैं
many
अभी थोड़ी देर में
generations.
बंदी करने वाला हूँ.
My father instructed me to
ये
always
खत्म
watch
होते ही.
over that seal and maintain it regularly. He said it had been passed down over a truly ancient age, but I neglected that duty after he died. I finally decided to come down and check on it one day. And
That's
when
where my memories become
The
fuzzy.
devorator would be a formidable adversary for any mortal being. Even ones as capable as the hunt. If you lacked the power to completely destroy it, you could easily fall prey to its influence and corruption. In light of this, some Marashose hunters chose to seal the devorator away, in the hopes that a permanent solution would come with the passage of time.
I heard it has the power to amplify the obsessions and desires in people's hearts, to the point where they overtake you entirely.
And yet, you were able to retrieve 3 of the 4 keys. If I remember correctly, each was entrusted to a respected and capable hunter. How did you manage it?
One of them belonged to my father. The second I stole from a different hunter. And the third... was one... I know just how strong you are. It's as clear as day to everyone in Fontaine. I observed you from dusk to dawn and could never find any opportunity to sneak up on you. I never even saw you drink a single glass of liquor. The only way I could think to obtain that last key was to lure you here using your hobby and...
I won't comment on anything else.
The script was good.
Well, I did pour my heart and soul into it. The stories my father used to tell me about the glory of the heroic Marechaussee hunters.
It's more than just a story.
Huh?
You're proud to be a hunter. You're still holding onto that part of yourself, no matter how small.
I have done so many despicable things. I have nothing.
Then explain the purpose of the evil sorcerer in... Isn't he the true antagonist? The one who's...
But I've already tainted...
Wake up, Florian. Do you really think the hunters acted out of a desire for honor and glory? Or to be loved and acknowledged by the people? What did your father teach you about our order? You do not wield your sword for yourself, but to protect those you serve. There's nothing special about a blade. It's the intentions of the wielder that matter above all else. Do you still not understand? Even after seeing the treasure for yourself? The contents of that room, they represent the true legacy the hunters left behind.
You're right. I am a Marechaussee hunter. It's time for me to redeem, no, to finally serve the people I vowed to protect all along.
तेरे को समझ में
I
आया क्या?
wouldn't be so quick to push aside the need for redemption.
I know. That's a charge I won't bother to defend myself against.
Good. Then, come with me. And help me see the script through to the end.
Huh? See the script through to the end?
Never finished.
No, I mean, I wrote the script with the sole purpose of luring you all here. There was no reason to write beyond this point.
Then we'll just have to keep writing it. The evil sorcerer still needs to be defeated.
You mean the Devorator? Are you saying I have to make up the rest of the script as we go along?
Is that really so hard? You've already written most of it. Surely you can write an ending where the hunters win and justice prevails.
You aren't afraid your party will fall into danger?
I know what my friends are capable of, and they're all quite skilled. Besides, I need their help.
Then, are you going to tell them the truth about all this?
I don't intend to spoil the fun. Sometimes, protecting dreams and fantasies is more...
चल भाई.
Ready.
They're back!
That took a while.
Ahem! My...
Tone, it's...
After crossing swords with you and witnessing your courage in battle, I've rediscovered my true self and regained my pride as a Marechaussee hunter.
Oh, do I smell a redemption arc?
I confess, I was brainwashed by the evil sorcerer. He asked me to lure you here so he...
That little... Wait, you're saying all of that wasn't you, but the evil sorcerer?
That's right. He's adept at manipulating the hearts and minds of the people. I
And
fell under his influence because I did not possess a strong enough sense of will.
And how are you going to prove that you're a changed man? We're not going to fall for the same trap twice.
To be perfectly honest, I only came to my senses after seeing the treasure. It reminded me of my father's past teaching. The treasure was actually...
The names of all the Marechaussee hunters from ages past and their weapons.
Wait, you already know?
Of course. Don't underestimate a veteran role player's exploration skills. Oh, wait, I mean, Marechaussee hunter Navia's exploration skills.
We just finished reading through the content of the stone tablet.
That tablet recorded the lives of some fascinating people. For example, this Marechaussee hunter called Est. She inherited the responsibilities of the Golden Hunter and passed judgment on many people. But in private, she had a very easygoing personality. Her favorite pastime was singing and dancing with her friends, and she was said to have a beautiful voice. So, she was just like you. Oh, you really think so?
Well, when you put it that way, I suppose I also have a few things in common with this Walter. Working as an executioner, he supposedly used a countless number of tricks to confound his enemies in battle. Oh, if only I could have seen the feats of magic he pulled off back then.
Their lives were all so exciting. You could write so many cool books about their accomplishments. How could they have all been for—
Because they chose to be. To hunt monsters that only appear in the shadows, you must also operate it.
Then this stone tablet must have been left behind by their companion.
That's right. Few Marechaussee hunters ever revealed their identity to the public. They always protected the city from the shadow. The only time they spoke of their accomplishments would be at night, when they gathered with their fellow hunters in front of the bonfire to share stories of the monsters slain by their hand.
So, this tablet was created not so that the hunters would be remembered by the people, but so that they would be remembered by each other.
No wonder this place was so well hidden.
You regard the stone tablet in solemn silence. The tablet proves their legacies shall continue to be passed down from generation to generation, as everlasting as the stone onto which their names are carved.
Father, you once told me that I should seek out the treasure if... Thank you, my friend. You are very kind. I implore you,
Well, sounds good to me too.
I have no objections, but Mr.
Huh?
What if the GM?
At first glance, these blades...
So basically, take these with us, right?
I'll take this weapon, since it used to belong to Est. Maybe it'll find comfort in being held by someone who appreciates the arts.
Ah, good idea. I'll take Mr. Walter's bow then. From one archer magician to another.
Paimon's gonna pick a cool weapon too!
As you grip your weapons, you can almost feel the will of past hunters coursing through your being.
Mr. Florian, do you know where to find the evil sword?
I was able to see his surroundings when our minds were connected. I believe he's currently hiding out at the church in the kingdom. We must be extremely careful.
Then why don't we explore—
No, we have to strike now. He was greatly weakened when I managed to break out of his control. If we let him rest, he might have time to escape.
I agree with Mr. Florian. We've got to act while we have the advantage. Don't forget, the people of the
बस हो
capital
गया
are counting
wonder.
on us.
Yeah, now that we've got a plan, there's no point in waiting. The longer this drags on, the worse it will be for everybody.
Yes, that's what's called...
वंडर चला गया सोने. हेलो. वेट. मुझे करना पड़ेगा. ये खत्म कर देता हूँ.
Yes,
Alright, you've—
Mr. Florian?
of course.
He had to set up so many...
Finally, you decide as you walk away, you...
आज तो बच्चा है बस अब चर्च कैपिटल चर्च जाना है. इसी में आओ, आ जाओ. बोलो. अरे वो आगे के एपिसोड देखने हैं क्या तुम्हें? मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ? अफान. लॉल ये क्या कार्ड है? देखोगे आगे के एपिसोड्स?
Finally, you arrive at the church Florian described. As you approach, an ominous aura surrounds you. You get the sense that your enemy is.
ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है, लगाता हूँ मैं थोड़ी
It
देर
is
में इसके
time for
बाद.
the final battle.
Let's go.
बच्चा बहुत ही शरारती बन जाता है भाई आगे.
Florian, wait.
What's wrong?
I think you should wait out. I don't think it's.
That's exactly why I... Yes. I intend to lure it into my...
That's too risky. If
If
things
things
get out
get
of hand, I
hands
might have
like
to kill you.
फ्लोरीन का
Do you
क्या
understand
डिजाइन
how
बनाया भाई इन
dangerous
लोगों ने.
this is?
बहुत सही है.
Understand,
वेट मैं
but
आता हूँ
if I
पानी
do
लेके.
this, you'll have a clear and visible target. The Devorator will have a hard time passing up a chance to enter a body it knows how to control. You won't have to worry about any of your friends being taken over. You're not like me, Miss Clorand. You're a just and powerful Marachose hunter. The monster broke free due to my error. It's only right that I shoulder the responsibility for its destruction. This is something that I have to do. Consider it a duel to restore my honor. My only request is that you give it your all.
I understand. Then, as a champion duelist, I hereby accept your request for a duel, and extend to you my most sincere regards.
Thank you.
The battle is now upon us. Let the Devorator once again tremble under the blade of the Marachose hunters.
Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references.
मस्त है भाई. थोड़ा सा बचना चाहिए बस, तो फिर हो जाएगा. अभी क्वेस्ट है.
So lifelike.
इसको तो नाविया ही चाहिए क्योंकि इस पे जियो शील्ड होती है ना. ओह भाई, हाँ एनिमेशन दिखा है. मजा ही आ गया.
This foe is not invincible. You hold the treasure, the power to defeat it, in your own two hands.
The treasure? You mean the names? It's the Marachose hunters' names.
How are we supposed to...
You forget, Paimon? There's still one skill we saved until the very end.
Hunters fight not for fame, but to aid the people whenever they are summoned.
Walter the Marachose Hunter, master of 1,000 tricks, executioner of the Phantom Hunters, I call for aid!
Est, the Marachose hunter, inheritor of Cassiodor's will, judge of the
सब
Shadow
बुला रहे भाई.
Hunters.
3 स्टार वेपन है, हाँ ना.
Answer my call.
पता नहीं 3 स्टार से क्या करने जा रही.
Petronia, protector of justice and order, the hunter I respect the most. Thank you for saving my friend, the best one I'll ever know. Please, lend us your strength.
We have come to answer your summons. so, the monsters were eradicated,
मस्त है भाई, मस्त है
and
यार.
the sorcerer was defeated. Peace soon returned to the capital. Those in the court, manipulated by the sorcerer, some remembered the names of the heroes who saved their kingdom, but others simply continued their lives none the wiser. Such is the story of the Marechaussee Hunters. They pursue the phantoms in the darkness and exterminate all who pose a threat. They will always protect the city and those within it, even should all memory of their accomplishments.
I am assuming we've finally reached the end of the script.
Yes, you've reached one of the better endings.
It's a pretty solid story overall. I thought it was just an ordinary adventure at first, but the further we got into it, the more impressed I became with the production and the plot. That final battle especially, all the effects were super realistic.
Oh, right. Yeah, totally.
That's a really good point. I never expected the weapons we picked up from that vault would have that kind of effect.
Yeah, mine nearly scared the daylights out of me when it started glowing. I took a good look at it after we got out, but I don't think it ever lit up again. Oh, we should probably give these props back, right? I'll just leave mine here.
Did you have a good time?
Of course. Let me know if another script like this comes around.
Sure, no problem.
Then I'll head back for now. I think I need some time to fully digest everything that just happened. Once Mr. Florian is awake, please pass on my regards to him. He must be extremely exhausted to have passed out cold like that.
You're right. He's had a lot to deal with.
Well, see you all some other time. Toodaloo!
Okay, so
I think it should be fine, yeah.
what in
That
I was dying of curiosity the entire time. I mean, you did a pretty bang-up job of pretending nothing had gone wrong. Farina actually looked like she thought all of it was planned.
guess none of us wanted to be the one to break.
What are you all talking about?
Oh, wait.
You're...
It's probably more accurate to
ये बहुत भाई चटर चटर चल रहा है.
Loud.
Hey, you! Get up! Did Paimon just hear that right? It's not nice, so...
Yeah.
If Paimon knew...
Everything was under...
As it...
Guess I'm just...
चलो खत्म हो गया finally.
I would say.
खत्म
You may have
खत्म
been...
खत्म.
You'll be far more...
But
Of course, you...
yeah,
As far as I'm...
thank you so until we
Florian.
Speaking of Marechaussee Hunters, what should we do about the treasure in that cave?
Leave it be.
Are you sure? We could show it...
No, I am no exception.
That's certainly very...
Wait!
That's because the...
Oh,
Well, I...
Oh?
This the names you...
So the name...
Navia. Everything you said during your summon.
huh? Oh, I meant what I said. I mean, it was true to my character, so yeah. I'm glad you heard it. Just don't make me repeat myself. It's embarrassing.
I really appreciated those words.
All right. Don't get all sentimental on me. Anyway, let's not talk about that anymore. I'm going to go on ahead. Don't fall too far behind now.
She ran off!
I should probably head back as well. This story was truly incredible. I might have to spend the whole night telling my siblings all about it. Goodbye.
Traveler. Should your name and deeds be forgotten, what do you think the significance of your journey will be?
I suppose the significance would be the journey itself and the world we helped create. There's still value in the time I shared with everyone here. in the things we were able to accomplish. Even if no one remembers that.
A great answer. I'll remember it. Me, the Marachose hunter, says nothing in response to that question. Perhaps her answer lies in her silence.
खत्म हुआ finally. स्टिप रिमूव के लिए कितना कुछ भाई. चलो गाइस आज के लिए इतना ही बस काफी करते हैं. कल के स्ट्रीम में ठीक है. भी सो जाओ अच्छे से. नाइट. हैव अ नाइस स्ट्रीम. Thank you for joining my stream. Thank you so much. Alright, take care. Bye bye.